Okay guys, welcome to Architectural Words. Today I'm going to be addressing the architectural industry and okay guys, welcome to Architectural Words. Today I'm going to be addressing the architectural sector and the construction sector. But first of all, my name is Godwin. You can call me Engineer Godwin, or you can call me Mr. Godwin, any which way you want to call me. Okay. My name is Godwin, like I said, and I'm the face behind Architectural World and also the face behind Nice Touch Construction. I have two channels on YouTube. I have the Architectural World where I bring all the basic knowledge of architecture, and I have Nice Touch Construction where I put all our practical engineering jobs on. And if you want to check me on every other handle, I am the CEO of Nice Touch Construction Nigeria Limited by God's grace. So that is not really what I want to say right now, but I just want to introduce myself so you know the face behind this channel. And don't forget, in case you're just coming across the channel, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to drop a like and don't forget to comment. So today, like I said, I want to be addressing the architectural industry. Many mistakes the architects are making, especially the upcoming architect. First of all, I call it waste of space management. Space management is one of the basic rules in architectural design, which many architects don't seem to understand yet. What is space wastage? Space wastage is a situation whereby a lobby is created where it's not necessary. I don't know if you're getting it. A lobby is created where it's not necessarily needed. 1. 2. What was supposed to be in a particular area is not there, rather is in another area. For example, there was a case study that I come across. The kitchen is sharing same wall. The kitchen was supposed to share same wall with the main lodge, because from the dining you access the kitchen. There was supposed to be same wall, because from the kitchen you access the lobby that access both rooms. It's like, how am I going to put it? Let me explain it. I don't want to display anything on this video, so I'm just going to explain because I don't know who has that building plan. So the more reason why I don't want to display anything. So let me explain it properly. Now, the two rooms are on this section. We have two rooms here, and we have kitchen. I don't know if you get my point. We have kitchen, and the kitchen has an opening to the lobby which access the two rooms. And from the main lodge, there is a lobby that access the two rooms, and from that lobby you can also access the kitchen. Then from the kitchen you're supposed to access the dining. Then from the dining you come back to the main lodge. That is space management. Now, space wastage on that building plan was that from the kitchen there was a lobby, like there is a wall of 1.1 meter between the kitchen and the main lodge. That is like the lobby that was accessing both rooms, that was supposed to access the kitchen. Another lobby was created creating a double wall between the kitchen. Now, this is the kitchen, this is the lobby, and this is the main lodge, which was wrong, or let's say which is wrong, because that 1.1 meter width is a waste. If added to the main lodge, it's going to be more useful in the main lodge than where it is right now. Or if it was added to the kitchen, it's going to be more useful in the kitchen than where it is right now. So when you're talking about architectural design, when it's all about professionalism, what I want you guys to understand in design or in any job you're doing, your client's satisfaction should be your top priority. Yeah. Your client satisfaction should be your top priority. I'm going to repeat that again, and I'm going to take that part slowly. I really don't want to display anything. I just want to talk to you guys. I'm not claiming to be an expert. Don't get me wrong. I'm not an expert. I'm not beyond correction. I'm not beyond learning. Don't get it wrong. I'm just like you. I'm just like you. Let's say from the beginners, I was once like you. Then from the professionals, I'm trying to be like you. So don't think maybe this guy seems to be all perfect. Like, no, I'm not all perfect. So don't get that part that way. So what I'm trying to say is that in the construction industry, or in anything you're doing, let me take other sectors away because it's not related to our nature of job. In this building sector, there are two things I always consider when I'm doing a job. First, I'm the contractor and also the client. I don't know if you're grabbing what I'm saying. I am the contractor, and same time I act as the client. Okay, let me break it down for you. Now, being the contractor, or let's say being the professional that was paid to get this job done, I'm trying to explain how I do run my day-to-day activities. Being the professional that was paid to get this job done, same time I switch position with the client. Like, I put myself before the client, like in the shoes of the client. If I was the one that is paying for this job, what am I expecting? I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Like, if I was, let's say I want to build a house. Let's say I want to build a 3-bedroom bungalow, and I've already contacted a professional architect. I'm the client. What am I expecting? What am I expecting? Let's assume I was not into the industry. Let's say I was not into the building sector. I don't know why I keep using this word industry, but let's just flow with it. Now let's assume I was not into the building system. Okay? I am not the client. I contacted you as an architect that I want to build. I need a 3-bedroom bungalow plan. Do you know what I will be expecting from your end? That is how you can get it done. You have to switch position. If this person do this job for me this way, am I going to like it? You understand? I'm trying to give you the preface. If I pay someone to get a job done for me, am I going to like that job that the person is going to deliver to me? Those are what you have to put into consideration before doing any job. You understand? You have to change position from the professional and being the client. Or let me use the law terms. You have to be the victim of the circumstances. How are you going to react if this particular thing is to be done to you? Now let's come back to what we are discussing. Now I've given you a job of 3-bedroom bungalow to design. You have to think, if this was mine, how do I want the space to be? You already have the land size, fine, because you have to work with the land size. That's perfect. On this land size, what do I really want? How do I want my main lodge to be? Like, would I have loved my master bedroom to be spacious? Or how do I want, you understand, those settings? That is why you get paid as a professional. I've seen many architects who, when you give them a job, they just go online, copy something and paste it. No, if you check most of my classes, I always bring them to you directly. I can't say that I don't copy, but 90% of the job that I handle, 90% of the job that I do, I create them from my imagination. That is why you can compare our plans. I create them from my imagination. I have to sit down. I was paid for a job. I have to sit down properly and get that job done properly. I have to be the professional that was paid to do a job, not someone to copy. There was a plan that was given to me to build, I guess that was 4-bedroom duplex somewhere in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. And when I got the plan, I didn't go through the plan first because I was busy. I wasn't really the one that designed the plan. We were just contracted to do the building, the practical part of it. So I was so busy that I didn't go through the plan. Then the night to the day that I was supposed to do the foundation setting out, I was like, let me just go through the plan. Then I realized 2 things. First, the client that has that job has already contacted the company that designed the building plan, and the company said the block size that you are supposed to buy is 2 to 5 millimeter. That's 9 inches block. So the client has already bought 2 to 5 millimeter blocks on ground, but the plan was designed with 150 millimeter. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. That is wrong detailing. Wrong detailing. The plan was designed with 150 millimeter block thickness. Meanwhile, the client has already gotten blocks of 2 to 5 millimeter. Now, what the company is trying to do is that, apart from them, no other professional can be able to build that structure. Wrong. As an architect, I want to advise you, don't do it. Don't do it. Even if you have an engineer that is connected to you and you want to design and recommend the job for the engineer, don't complicate your building plan when it comes to detailing. Detail something that even if you're not there, any good professional can easily go through it and say, wow, who did this job did a nice job. I'm trying to tell you something. Don't miss this point. If you're doing a job, that part you're paid for should be your major concern. Don't complicate that part because you want to get the other part. Don't do it. The part you paid for should be your top priority. The part you paid for should be what you should focus more on. If the other part come through you or come to you, it should be because you did the first one properly and that first one gave birth to the second one. Let me take you back to the plan that I was trying to bring to your notice. I checked the block size. I was trying to add up the figures to tally with the external walls. I was like trying to square the land. It wasn't going through on my brain. So I said, okay, let me see what happened. I pulled up my laptop. I started recreating that same design. It was at the process of printing the plan to my system. That was when I discovered that the block thickness was actually the error. The building was designed with 150mm and we have a block size of 250mm. Now, what was the architect trying to do? The architect was trying to make the engineer that is going to build that structure to act foolish. Because now you already have your square. You already have the external dimension and the internal dimension. Then the moment you do your foundation setting out and you square, when you are plotting the inwards, you realize that there are some numbers that are missing. You start cracking your brain. You start thinking. If the client is there, the client start thinking. If you don't even know what you're doing, you're not act stupid. That is wrong. Stop it. When you're doing your detailing, be very, very careful. Abstain from noise. Abstain from distraction. If possible, work that part at midnight when there is no noise, when your brain is settled. Because it's the detailing that determines what is going to be elevated. Don't just rush to 3D. I've seen a lot of architects that just rush to 3D. Yeah, 3D is nice. I call it the future. But what gives best to the future matters. Let's take that off. Then I went through the structural drawing. You know, a story builder, let's tell you guys, story building comprises of 4 sections. We have the architectural, the structural, the electrical, and the mechanical. So I went through the structural parts. I realized that the structural was copied. This was the story building. No matter the tension and compression on that area, the maximum bar size should be 16 mil. But I was seeing 24, 32 mil. I was seeing 18 mil. I was seeing 32 mil. How am I going to use 18 mm rod on a single story building on a solid soil? Or am I going to be using 32 mm rod on such project? That stuff was copied from an existing building plan. The client has paid. The professional refused to do what he was paid for. He went to copy what he already had from somewhere and add it up, change detailings and print. Stop it. Stop it. If you're an architect and you're trying to do things like that, stop it. You have to design every steps. Even sometimes if I'm trying to copy, yeah, I do copy from my work, and ask me what I copy. Just my outlets. Yeah, my profile outlets. That's the only thing I copy. Like the name, the format, and the rest. That's the only thing I copy. And where did I copy from? I don't copy from another client. I create for a particular client and duplicate, then change the settings. You understand? So you really need to put that into consideration. So if you are given a job as a client, as a professional, handle it with dignity. Assume if this was mine. Because if you don't have the pain of your client in your heart, you can't excel. You can't do a good job for that client. The money is what we all are looking for. Fine and good. But apart from the money, connection matters a lot. Connections matters a lot. Satisfaction is the key to everything we are doing. Now let's say I give you a job of $1,000 and we agreed that I'm paying $1,000 for this job. And at the end of the job, I paid you your $1,000, you were happy. but the job you did for me wasn't cool. I was not happy with you. How are you going to spend that money? I can't even spend it because deep down I feel like I didn't deserve what I was paid for. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is that you just have to put a lot of things into consideration. A whole lot of things into consideration, especially in today's world. In anything you are doing in the architectural industry, make sure your client's satisfaction is at your heart. You understand? Make sure you do these things the way that it pleases your client. So once again, I'm Godwin, the face behind Architectural World. In case you're just coming across this channel, I'm sorry for the long talk. I just decided to talk to my guys out there. I just decided to let's change our system of operation. That is the reason why I'm saying this. I just want everything to be easy, because if you go to a barber shop, there is a particular barber who will tell you that except this guy barb my hair, no other person is going to barb my hair. That's one conception. In as much as he's a barber and the other person is a barber, they are both professional. But the difference, the reason why there is kind of sentiment is because one is higher than the other one in terms of professionalism. That is because maybe one dedicates each time or at time to the way they do their job. Then maybe the other one was just after the money. So apart from you being a professional, always dedicate all you got to your job, not just the money. So please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section. Don't forget to like and don't forget to share. See you guys. Love you guys.